Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the abstract classes solution on Python assessment held on May 20th. So the first question is about arfar. We have to create an abstract class called arfar with an method called showfar. So this is an abstract method which should be implemented in the child class. Next we have to create another class called arindia which inherits arfar with the following attributes: s and d for source and destination, and travel far details which is a dictionary. Then you also initialize the values of variables snd and travel details. Then we have to create another class called arindia with the following methods: showfar and the display method. So we will be overriding the showfar method here. Then we have to create another class called indigo. So this is indigo class. It also has the same attributes as that of the arindia class, and which is source and destination and travel far details. And similarly it has the showfar method which we will be overriding it. Then it also has a display method which accepts a far, and they have given two dictionaries. So one is arindia dictionary which will have the source and destination followed by the far details of arindia flights, and we also have indigo class which will have the dictionary travel list which contains the routes and fare details of indigo flight. Now let us see the sample input. So sample input, it will just accept the type of flight, which one if it is Air India, two it is Indigo. Then it will accept source and destination. If there is no route available for the source and destination, we have to display it as no services to this route, else we have to print the route and fare details. Now let us dive into the solution. So take a look at this. We have to create a class called arfar which is an abstract class. So we have to inherit from ABC which is abstract base class. Then it has a single abstract method called showfar which accepts source and destination, and since it is an abstract method, I am marking it as I'm decorating it with an abstract method. Then we have to create a class called arindia which extends arfar, and here it has two attributes snd and travel far details. So I am assigning the values. Then I am overriding the showfar method which is the abstract method here. So showfar method, it accepts source and destination and the key. So source and destination, why I am converting it like this is because if you take a look at the sample input, it is separated by the source and destination are separated by a hyphen symbol. So and the dictionary values are also given in that format. So I am giving it as I am converting that source and destination, I am concatenating a minus or a hyphen symbol in between. Now I am checking whether if that particular key is present in fare details, because fare details is a dictionary. So if the key is present in the dictionary, then I am assigning source and destination. This is the attribute of our class, so I am assigning the value of our class with key. Then I am returning that particular value. So self dot travel fare details of key will return me the fare details of this source and destination. So which is the source and destination, I am getting that particular fare, else it will be returning none. So this is what was given in the description of showfar. So it will check whether our source and destination is available. If it is available, then it is returning the fare. Since it's a dictionary, we have to pass it in an index. If the source and destination is not available, then we will return none. Then in the display method, it accepts a fare. So if the fare is none, that means no services available to this route, else we have to print in this format, because in the sample output it is given as route followed by the price. So price we already have, which is fare, so I am directly putting it there, and route we will be assigning it in source and destination, so I am using the attribute. So in a similar fashion, we have to implement the indigo class which extends airframe. So here it consists of same source and destination and travel fare details. Then the showfar, same way you have to check whether source and destination, if that particular key is present in the dictionary. If it is present, then assigning to that value and return the fare details, else you will return none. And in the display method, if the fare is none, then we have to print no service available in this route, else you will print the output. and these two are the dictionaries that are given in the question itself. So one is for Air India travelers and the other is for Indigo travelers. So here the source and destination, this is the key and this is the value, which is the fare. Now I'm going to read the input, and for each input I'm reading the flight type. If the flight type is 1, then it is Air India, and at present there is no source and destination, so I am directly initializing it as null, and I'm passing the Air India travel list. Else the type will be 2, it will be Indigo. Here also there is no source and destination, I'm just passing the Indigo travel list. Then finally I am checking whether fare is available or not. So flight.showFare of input of these two are the sample input. So this is the source and this is the destination. So I'm reading the source here and the destination here. So source and destination. And finally I am calculating the fare. If the fare is available, then I am passing the fare to the display method by invoking it. Now let us run this. So I'm going to run this. I'm going to copy the sample input, I'm going to print it. So there. So we are getting no services to this route, no services to this route. Then from Bangalore to Mumbai, the price is 7309. Then similarly Shimla to Chennai, the price is 15099. So I believe you have understood the solution for this particular problem. Now let's take a look at the second question, which is perimeter calculation. So Ria, who works as a math tutor, in her free time to teach the orphan kids in her NGO, is now teaching perimeter calculation to the kids. So being a software engineer, she always felt lucky as she could easily write code and display it to the kids to give a better way of learning. So before going to class, she starts writing a code on perimeter calculation. We have to help Ria so that she can reach the NGO earlier. So write a Python program to calculate the perimeter for different shapes. We have to create an abstract class called shape with an abstract method calculate perimeter. Then we have to create 3 classes. One is circle, which inherits shape. It has a single attribute radius. And similarly you have a class called rectangle, which has 2 attributes length and breadth, which also extends the shape class. Then you have the class square, which inherits shape with the following attribute side. And for all the 3 classes we have to override the calculate perimeter method, and we have to use math.py value for using the radius calculation, the perimeter calculation for a circle. And this is the sample input. So input, it has the type of the shape followed by the attribute of a shape. So if it is a circle, it has only one value, which is radius. If it is a rectangle, it has length and breadth. If it is square, it has a side. And the output should be integer values, which are the perimeters of the particular shape. Now let us dive into the solution. So here I am creating a class shape, which is an abstract base class, which extends the abstract base class. So shape is an abstract class, you cannot create an object for shape class. Then it has a single abstract method calculate perimeter. Then I'm creating a circle which extends shape, it has radius, so I'm initializing it, and we are overriding the calculate perimeter method. And the radius of a circle, the perimeter of a circle is 2 pi r, so 2 into math.py into self.radius. Similarly rectangle, it is extending shape class, I'm initializing length and breadth, and I'm calculating the perimeter. The perimeter of rectangle is 2 into length plus breadth, so 2 into L plus B. Similarly square extends shape, it has a side, and perimeter of a square is 4 into side, so 4 side. Then I'm reading the input. Since the input is separated by a space, I'm using the same split function. So these, in the previous discussions, we have seen the working of the split function. So directly I'm splitting it, and my data of 0 contains the type. So if it is circle, then create an object of circle class. If it is a rectangle, then create an object of rectangle class. If it is a otherwise it will be a square, so create an object of square class. Then finally calculate the perimeter for that particular shape. Now let us run this and check whether we are getting it correctly. So I'm going to copy the sample input. I'm going to paste it. So there I'm getting the output. So 75, 62, 54. So let us verify it. Yes, 75, 62, 54, 20, 62, 87, 60. Right. So I believe we have understood the usage of abstract classes and abstract methods. Thank you for joining the discussion.